Have you ever been in a conversation, maybe with your partner, a family member, or a close friend, and even though they're sitting right across from you, you feel miles apart? You're talking, but it feels like your words are hitting a wall, or perhaps you're listening, but something just isn't connecting. It's that frustrating feeling of emotional disconnect, where you're physically present but emotionally absent, or vice versa. Maybe you've wondered, am I the only one who feels this way? Or, why does this keep happening? That feeling of being unseen, unheard, or unable to truly reach someone else can be incredibly isolating, even when you're in the same room. It's a common struggle, and it often points to one core concept: emotional availability. So, what exactly is emotional availability? It's not just about being physically present in a room with someone. It's about being truly there, mentally, emotionally, and openly. It means you're willing to engage with your own feelings and the feelings of others, to share your inner world, and to be responsive to someone else's. Think of it as having your heart and mind's door ajar, not slammed shut or barricaded. When you're emotionally available, you're present enough to notice the subtle cues, the unspoken words, and the deeper layers of connection that often get missed when we're distracted or walled off. It's about showing up fully, not just showing up. For many of us, the biggest barrier to emotional availability is the fear of vulnerability. We've all been hurt before, and our instinct is to protect ourselves by building emotional walls. We think if we don't open up, we can't be hurt. But here's the paradox. Those walls, while protecting us from pain, also block us from genuine connection and love. True intimacy, whether with a partner, friend, or family member, blossoms only when we dare to be seen, messy bits and all. It takes courage to remove a brick from that wall, to share a feeling, a fear, or a desire. But every brick you remove creates space for deeper, more meaningful connection to flourish. Emotional availability starts with truly hearing others. This isn't just about waiting for your turn to speak. It's about deep, active listening. Put away your phone, turn off the TV, and give them your full, undivided attention. Lean in, make eye contact, and don't interrupt. Listen not just for the words, but for the emotion behind them. What are they really trying to convey? After they finish, instead of jumping to advice or solutions, try reflecting what you heard. So, what I'm hearing is that you're feeling overwhelmed by X. Is that right? This simple act validates their experience and makes them feel seen and understood, fostering a sense of safety and trust. Being emotionally available also means clearly and kindly articulating your own needs and feelings. Often, when we're upset, we resort to use statements like, "You always make me feel," or "You never listen." These statements often sound accusatory and put others on the defensive, shutting down communication. Instead, practice using I statements. For example, "I feel frustrated when specific action happens because impact on you, and I need your specific need." This shifts the focus from blame to your personal experience and opens the door for a productive conversation. It's about expressing yourself authentically without attacking or demanding, inviting understanding rather than conflict. When someone comes to you with a problem, our natural inclination is often to jump in and fix it. But frequently, what they truly need isn't a solution, but simple validation. They want to know their feelings are valid and understood. Instead of saying, "You shouldn't feel that way," or immediately offering advice, try phrases like, "That sounds incredibly difficult," or "I can completely understand why you'd feel frustrated in that situation." This acknowledges their emotional experience without judgment, making them feel less alone and more connected. Remember, you don't have to agree with their perspective to validate their feelings. Just being heard is often the greatest comfort. Emotional availability isn't a one-time act. It's about consistently creating an environment where others feel safe enough to open up. This means being non-judgmental, maintaining confidentiality, and offering consistent support. Think about the people you feel safest with. They're likely those who listen without criticism, who don't dismiss your feelings, and who you trust with your vulnerabilities. To be that person for others, cultivate patience, practice empathy, and be reliable. Let them know, through your actions and words, that your connection is a safe zone where their authentic self is always welcome. free from ridicule or dismissal. True emotional availability also requires a deep dive into self-awareness. What are your personal emotional blocks? Do certain topics make you shut down? Do you shy away from conflict or emotional intensity? Perhaps past hurts, ingrained beliefs, or even childhood experiences have taught you to guard your heart. Take time to reflect. What triggers your defensiveness or withdrawal? Journaling, meditation, or even talking to a trusted friend or therapist can help you identify these patterns. Recognizing why you react the way you do is the first crucial step toward dismantling those protective mechanisms and allowing yourself to be more open and connected. In our hyper-connected, distracted world, intentional presence is a superpower. It's about putting down your phone, closing your laptop, and truly engaging with the person in front of you. It's not about the quantity of time, but the quality. Even 15 minutes of fully focused, uninterrupted conversation, where you're making eye contact, listening intently, and responding thoughtfully, can forge a deeper bond than hours spent in the same room while half distracted. Make a conscious choice to dedicate specific moments to undivided attention. This simple act tells the other person, "You are important to me right now," and that feeling is a cornerstone of emotional connection. Emotional availability isn't always easy. It asks us to be brave, vulnerable, and present. But the rewards, deeper connections, authentic relationships, and a richer life are immeasurable. Start small. 1. Practice active listening *, really hear what others are saying, both with words and emotions. 2. Use I statements *, express your needs clearly without blame. 3. Offer validation *, acknowledge others' feelings, even if you don't agree. Remember, every step towards greater emotional availability strengthens your bonds and brings more joy into your life. You are capable of this profound connection.